My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 23, Shoto Todoroki, Origin. What is going on, party people? Fumincho here, back at it once again with another My Hero Academia review. Today we're talking about Episode 23, and it's the fight that we've been waiting for quite some time, since the beginning. For me, since the end of the first season, I've heard about this matchup, and I've been looking forward to it ever since then, and God, did it pay off. This episode was absolutely spectacular. The clash between Todoroki and Deku was one of the best shonen fights I've seen in quite some time. This was just, oh man, it was so good. I was planning on recording a reaction to this episode. Unfortunately, I had some issues. I couldn't get it to work for some bleh. It just wasn't working for some reason, so unfortunately I couldn't. I'm going to work on that in the future. But this episode, again, was just absolutely fantastic. I was blown away. I was actually floored by some of the animation that was exhibited in this episode. Some crazy POV stuff. Oh my god, the line work in this episode was fantastic. Just how the action was structured. One of my favorite parts about this episode was how they integrated the flashbacks into the action, because we see shonen series do this all the time. Pretty much every single action series does this. We see a fight going on, and then we jump into a flashback, and it's like always kind of like this jarring thing. Like, what? Like, don't take me away from that. We're going into a flashback now? Oh, okay, I mean, yeah, it's kind of interesting, but you kind of interrupted what was going on in the fight. And in this, it's the exact opposite of that. They work together. The flashback and the fight itself really just coexisted very nicely. And the way they integrated in this episode was great. It wasn't too much. It was like just enough to be entertained, just enough to actually kind of want more. I like the backstory that they showed. It's dark. It gets a little dark, and I definitely was getting a little misty-eyed when watching it, because when the scene where Todoroki goes into the kitchen and you see his mother mentioning that his left side is just unsightly and she can't bear to even look at him, that hurt me. Todoroki is just destroyed by this, because his mother is really the only one that loves him the way a mother should, but you could tell that she's definitely disturbed by how Endeavor has treated him and her, and she just wants to get out of it. And Todoroki understands that, and that's what makes it even more twisted to me, is that he understands that. Like, these are very adult themes here, and the fact that Todoroki's only 5 years old at the time when this is going on is like, oh my god, like, dude, that sucks. I mean, that's a really dark past there for sure. And I really liked what they showed there. You really start to understand this character. And we see Deku throughout this fight wanting Todoroki to own up to his powers. Yes, the fire power, your left side, it comes from your father. But it is not your father's power. It is your power. And Deku mentions this again several times throughout this fight. And he wants Todoroki to go full force. He wants him to use both of his sides, because those powers belong to him. Those quirks belong to him. They are neither his father's or his mother's. It's about how he uses them. And we see that kind of strike a chord with Todoroki in this fight, and he eventually uses his father's side. And oh my goodness, it was just spectacular. Again, just the animation. Bones has really stepped up their game when it comes just to this episode specifically. Some of this stuff rivals Attack on Titan, just for like a couple of instances. I mean, I'm not saying it's better than Attack on Titan, but it was great. It was fantastic. When those attacks clash at the very end of this episode, oh my god, I was losing my mind. I mean, I was just losing my mind. It was just insane. We see, I can't remember this guy's name, the Cinder Block dude. He comes in and tries to block them, tries to protect them from killing each other. Miss Midnight, she, like, I don't even know what she does. She has like weird, like, I don't know, like some kind of aroma or something comes off of her, like, elbow or something. I don't really know what's going on with that. And yeah, this is where the big surprise of the episode comes in. Deku gets pushed aside. He gets pushed off the arena, and he loses the fight. I gotta say, you know, I mentioned this in last week's review. I really don't know if Deku is going to win the fight between him and Todoroki. Like, I could see the series going in a direction where Deku loses. but I'm still surprised that he lost. I really am. I mean, as the fight was going on, I was like, man, can Deku actually win this fight? Are we going to see him beat Todoroki? But then when he gets the fire, his left side out of him, I was like, no, there's no way. He's at full strength still, and Deku is just practically, he's done. And yeah, he lost the fight. Deku is no longer in this tournament, and that hit me a little bit. That really did. That was definitely... I mean, it wasn't a crazy surprise because, again, I could see the series going in that direction. But the fact that they did is really, really awesome. Like, I like that they throw you for a loop there. Like, no, Deku lost. That's it. He's done. But it keeps going on. We still have other characters in this fight. And I really like that. I like it when series like this surprise you with, twists and turns and different story points that could possibly happen. I have no clue who's going to win this thing. Now, are we getting Bakugo versus Todoroki? Because that is going to be a fight I'm going to want to watch and react to. Man, just this series has really stepped up its game. This is by far one of my favorite episodes. Just seeing the damage being done to Deku throughout this fight, seeing each of his fingers just get completely destroyed. He breaks his fingers each time he does one of those flicks, and you see the ice attack coming forward, and he just flicks that away. You see the damage being done, but he does it again to the same fingers, and now they're like almost like purple. And man, he's just absolutely destroyed. I mean, just seeing that damage being done to him as a character was really, really cool. We've never seen Deku get pushed this hard and have to really go all out, and he really uses his quirk to its fullest, or at least to as much as he possibly can. And we got some glorious results for sure. This episode, I'm sorry, I can't speak right now. It's still so early in the morning. I'm like just waking up. So, but yeah, this episode is by far my favorite of this season. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. Please comment down below and let me know what you think of this fight between Deku and Todoroki. What did you think of the flashbacks that we got of Todoroki's past, and where do you think that this arc is going throughout this season? Who is going to win this thing now? Now I'm like really excited to find out who wins this thing. Are we going to see Todoroki reign supreme, or is Bakugo going to come in and surprise us all? I'm not quite sure. Comment down below and give me your predictions down there. And also, please be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed anything that I had to talk about today. And also subscribe for more My Hero Academia reviews, Attack on Titan reviews, and of course like gaming coverage, E3 coverage, and everything in between. So yeah, that is my review for today. I absolutely love this episode. Look forward to more reviews in the future. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.